Welcome to my YouTube channel YTS Tutors. Please subscribe my channel for more videos. Today I am giving kinematics, that is in the part of mechanics. So these kinematic equations, the kinematic part concepts are very useful for IIT, JEE physics or MSET physics, whatever you go for physics sentences. For all entrances, these topics are very important. Today we are going to discuss average speed. In last video also I discussed the average speed. So here average speed, that formula equal to S1. So general the formula is total distance by total time. Total distance by total time. So here three important cases are there. We will see here the first case. The first case is for average speed. If this is case 1, a body started from A and reached B. So the total distance will be S. If we split into three distances, S1, S2, S3, the time taken T1, T2, T3. So in this case, average speed equal to total distance by total time. Total distance means S1 plus S2 plus S3. S1 plus S2 plus S3 by T1 plus T2 plus T3. This is average speed. This is the first case. So what is there in this case? Simply the total distances will split as S1, S2, S3. For S1, distance covering time taken is T1. For S2 distance, the body taken time T2. For S3 distance, the time taken T3. So in this case, average speed equal to total distance by total time. So we have to add these three distances, S1 plus S2 plus S3. Then total time is nothing but T1 plus T2 plus T3. This is average speed for the case 1. We will see one more case. Look here, this is case 2. Here a body starts from A, reached B. So here what happens, total distance as we splitted half of the distance. If you can write this value here also, no problem. So half the distance. So I divided into two halves. The total distance divided into two halves. Half of the distance. The body covered half of the distance in time T1. The remaining half of the distance in time 2. For example, a car travels S by 2 distance, half of the distance with time T1, next half of the distance with time T2. In this case, average speed equal total distance by total time. Here the total distance S by 2 plus S by 2. Is it S by 2? S by 2. First half distance, second half distance. So here total time T1 plus T2. T1 plus T2. Like this, we can S by T1 plus T2. This is a simple case. This is a simple case. Simply total distance by total times taken. So we will see one more case also. I think you understand well. So in this case, this is a third case. Here with time taken with a given. So I am changing only velocity, that is speed. So first half of the distance, the body covered first half of the distance with the speed v1, next half of the distance with speed v2. Remember carefully, the first half of the distance with the speed v1, next half of the distance traveled with speed v2. So this is the case. First half of the distance with v1, next half of the distance with v2. So in this case, average speed equal to total distance by total time. T for total, T for distance, T for total, T for time. Now distance S by 2 plus S by 2. Here actually we want T1 plus T2, but we don't have in this case the first half of the distance time we don't have. So already we know speed equal to distance by time. So time equal to distance by speed. So by using this formula, we can write instead of T1, distance S by 2 by V1, second half of the distance is F by 2 by V2. Is it? Next, S by 2 plus S by 2 as here S by 2 V1 plus S by 2 V2. I think you catch the point. Now S by, take common, 1 by 2 V1 plus 1 by 2 V2. Is it? SS cancel. So here you will get 4V1 V2 plus V1 plus 2V1 plus 2V2. If you go this one, 4V1 V2 by 2V1 plus 2V2. So if you take common 2, finally you will get 2V1 V2 by V1 plus V2. This is average speed. 2V1 V2 by V1 plus V2. Look here, the total distance. See here in this case, the distance is split into two halves. That is, one is S by 2, next half the S by 2. So the S by 2 distance covered with speed V1, next half of the distance covered with V2. So total distance equal to S by 2 plus S by 2. Here the total time taken for half of the distance, first half of the distance equal to distance by speed, second half of the distance by speed. So if you solve the problem, finally you will get 2V1 V2 by V1 plus V2. This is a standard formula. If you use first, where we can use this formula, if the distance split into two halves, the formula is 2V1 V2 by V1 plus V2. This is the average speed formula, where we can use if the distance split into two halves. The distance split into two halves. This is a case that very important. Thank you.